When I was in film school, there was this teacher who was the head of Sony Studios. His name was Peter Guber, and he was like a really important Hollywood guy. And he was like very Hollywood. And, everybody like wanted to give him a script to read. And so he had a rule, which is like, you're not allowed to speak to him before class or after class. Like you could only speak to him during class. And he had this really weird way of teaching, which was like, he would ask a question and he would just like ask a random person to answer it. It was like always like a weird question that you had no idea what the answer was. Like he'd say like, what's the most important thing in film? And he'd point to somebody and they'd be like, I don't know, money? And he'd say, no. And then he'd say, you, what's the most important thing in film? And they'd say, I don't know, casting? And he'd say, no, you. And everybody would just be like, I don't know what the hell he wants. And finally, everyone said they didn't know. And he would say, momentum. The most important thing in film is momentum. And I was like, this guy's crazy. What is he talking about? And he told this story about how like he had like was trying to finance a film based on the book The Color Purple by Alice Walker. And he bought 500 copies and he sent them to the wives of every studio executive in Hollywood. And so they all saw the book on their wife's bed table. And when he approached them after this, campaign, they were all like, oh yeah, my wife's reading that book. And this was him trying to create momentum. And it worked. He like got that film made. And, it's like there's a wave that's pushing you already. And you should ride it because you can't fight it. And if there's no wave, you're not going anywhere. And I've thought about this a lot. And I think I know what he meant now.